In my last video, I talked about OCBC 360 being the best high interest savings account because it was giving you 4.65% per annum if you met a few of their requirements, and many of you have even informed your HR, submit your payroll change order form, and change your salary credit bank account. But now UOB has finally made their move and increased their UOB One account interest rates, and this time it has overtaken OCBC 360 to be probably the best high interest savings account. So in this video, I'll share with you folks why UOB One will be the most preferred high interest savings account now, and watch till the end because I do have some credit card techniques to help you hit your UOB One highest interest tier. Now if we look at the UOB One account website, it has a headline rate of 7.8% per annum, but as you know, that is not realistic, right? Because we know that all these are just marketing tactics to really attract eyeballs. Of course, you won't be getting 7.8% because UOB One works on a tiered interest rates, which means that your first 50,000 may be earning a lower rate, and then your next 25,000 earn some rate, and the highest tier, which is your final 25k, that will then earn 7.8% per annum. But I think UOB is very kind. Now they actually put the effective interest rate, or we call EIR, right? They made it clear that the EIR, if you hit the highest tier at 100k savings rate, is at 5% per annum, which is really good, right? 5% is already better than OCBC 360 at 4.65%. But of course, there must be some conditions which must be fulfilled in order to hit the effective 5% interest rate. And for people who are self-employed, maybe some of you are worried that you don't have this salary credit criteria. But fret not, I still think that it's the best high interest savings account for both employed people who receive a monthly salary as well as those self-employed who do not have a monthly salary credit. Don't worry about that. I'll discuss this after a word from the sponsor. Ho ho ho, it's Merry Christmas soon, and Weibo is spreading its love by giving $150 worth of cash voucher, especially during this promotional period till 31st December. So when you sign up for Weibo account and make your first deposit of at least 2,000 Singapore dollars, then you can make a one buy order. This order will need to be a minimum of 100 USD. I mean, you can look at AAPL, Apple stock, because one share of Apple is around 150 US dollars. Next, you also have to make one options trade. So I would suggest that you buy one put option of Apple at $70, expiring the nearest date, which is this Friday, and that will be at 1 cent, right? So 100 units of that will be just $1 expense. After that, make sure that you hold your deposits for at least 30 days until your cash voucher is credited. So don't need to worry about whether your stock value will fluctuate up or down, because as long as you have not made any cash withdrawals, your reward eligibility is still valid. So sign up for a Weibo account using my referral link down below, or scan the QR code right here, and hope you have enjoyed a Merry Christmas. Alright, let's start off with employees who receive a monthly salary credit, right? I think this is really clear cut. A lot of high interest savings account actually do have this requirement whereby you need to credit your monthly salary into their account for you to qualify for a higher tier interest rate. And this is no surprise to UOB One, because right now UOB One do require you to credit your monthly salary of at least 1,600 Singapore dollars by the following payment codes, which is Giro Salary and the new one, which is Pay Now Salary. Not Pay Now Salah. Salah means wrong in Malay, so it's very sad if you Pay Now Salah to a wrong account. Okay, so don't Pay Now Salah, Pay Now Salary. So this is good news for some of you employees, right? Because some of your companies actually do not pay by Giro Salary. They pay by Pay Now Salary because it is much faster. It is instantly processed on the same day. So maybe in the past your Pay Now Salary is not considered an eligible salary credit criteria, but now you must be glad that UOB One has included that criteria, so you'll be eligible for that 5% effective interest rate. But that's just one half of the equation. What about the other half? Because there is a spending criteria in order to hit the highest tier 5% effective interest rate, and that is to make $500 of eligible monthly spending with selected UOB debit and credit cards. I think let's throw debit cards out of the window first. If you want to look at debit cards, the following debit cards are eligible, which are the UOB One debit card, UOB Ladies debit card, as well as the UOB Mighty FX debit card. But I know in my channel, most of you are more interested in the credit card. So their eligible credit cards are your UOB One, your UOB Ladies card, as well as the UOB Evo card. Then you realize that one of the most popular UOB credit card, which is UOB Absolute Cashback, which gives you 1.7% cashback on GrabPay wallet top-ups, for now, is not included. Because UOB probably knows that you can use UOB Absolute to do a lot of wonderful things, and they have excluded UOB Absolute for it. So you cannot use your UOB Absolute credit card to be eligible for this UOB One account spending category. So you're left with 3 options, which is UOB One, UOB Ladies, and UOB Evo. Now later we will discuss which credit card is better, but for now let's talk about the interest rates first. Because at $100,000 worth of savings, if you put in the UOB One and you fulfill the spending criteria as well as a salary credit criteria, you will get an effective interest rate of 5% per annum, right? And if you take 5% interest multiplied by your $100,000 worth of savings, you will be able to earn $5,000 a year in interest. And if we divide that monthly, we take 5,000 divided by 12, your interest per month, or IPM, is at $417. While previously we are all talking about $200, $300 IPM, interest per month, which was very good already during the low interest rate period. Now, your UOB One is giving you $417 per month. That is very good passive income, can pay so many bills, can even pay for some luxury items already. I mean, 5% effective interest rate is better than some of our dividend stocks, right? Paying less than 5% dividend, and coupled with market risk, this one is guaranteed. 5% guaranteed. If you fulfill the criteria, just make sure you have 100k worth of savings and you don't have to be subjected to market risk, any kind of investment risk, political risk, whatever. This seems to be much better than your fixed deposits, your Singapore savings bond, and even your treasury bills, right? All these are around 4% and it's slowly decreasing right now. We are seeing like 3% plus interest rate already. So I think UOB One right now at 5%, I think it's the best product that can be offered with minimum risk. But that's for employed persons, right? How about for self-employed people? Because self-employed people, they do not have a monthly payroll, right? These are your gig economy workers, like your Grab car drivers, your food delivery riders, your makeup artists, your freelance tutors. All these are self-employed persons who do not have a monthly salary. So how? They probably cannot fulfill the salary credit criteria. So they have to look at other alternatives, which UOB One also happens to be the best alternative. Because if you realize that at a $75,000 tier, if you did not do a salary credit, you can still qualify at effective interest rate of 3% per annum, which is not bad, right? 3% per annum. Now let's take a look at the criteria first. You will need to make 3 gyro debit transactions that is coming out from your UOB One account. So you can make bill payments, like you want to make payments to your insurance companies, your telcos, your income tax. All these have gyro transactions that you can apply for, and every month they will just make a monthly deduction on your UOB One account. So make sure that there is 3 gyro transactions coming out of your UOB One account. And the other condition is the spend criteria, because it's the same spending criteria as the employed person. You have to make $500 worth of eligible spending on your UOB credit cards and selected debit cards. But we realize that if you do not qualify for the salary credit criteria as a self-employed person, your effective interest rate of 3% only applies to the first 75k. So if you have any amounts above 75k, it's not worth it to put in if you do not satisfy the salary credit criteria. So you probably have to put it in another bank. Therefore, if we do the yearly interest calculation, that will be 75,000 multiplied by the effective interest rate of 3%. We will get $2,250 of interest per year. And if we divide that by 12, your interest per month, we will get $188 a month, which is not too bad, right? Still 188 over your total savings of 75k. So I do have a referral link for UOB One if you want to sign up, but there is a special promotion that is probably ending today. It's called the UOB 12 Gifts of Christmas Savings Promotion, whereby if you register for this promotion and make a minimum deposit of $30,000, you'll stand to win some cash. So for example, if you open your UOB One account and you want to deposit $100,000 for the effective interest rate of 5%, make sure that you register for this promotion first, your 12 Gifts of Christmas, so that you can get their highlighted cash reward of $680 after the promotional period. And because today is already the last day of this promotion for registration, next time if you want to hear this kind of news firsthand, you must remember to join my Telegram group at Honey Money SG, because I'll share this kind of good deals and there are a lot of experts sharing good tips as well, so do join us today. Now comes the important question. What is the best credit card to use with the UOB One account? Because you only have 3 options. Let's start with UOB Ladies card. Now, unless you are female, then you can use this card lah. So like me, I'm not eligible to use it, and therefore I am not able to use UOB Ladies to clock my $500 spending. But if you're a female, then this is one of the best miles credit card because you can get 4 miles per dollar or 10x reward points on spending per dollar on your UOB Ladies card in the selected category. So how this card works is that every quarter you have to select your specified category, be it in like food, transport, any kind of other travel category. Most likely people choose travel lah, because travel is actually excluded in a lot of MasterCards, which can be paired to Amaze, you see. So when you pair UOB Ladies card with Amaze, you can actually spend it on hotels, and those will gain you 4 miles per dollar on travel spending, even on like airfares, this kind. But 4 miles per dollar is only eligible for the first $1,000 of qualified spending. So above 1,000, you will not earn the 10x points or 4 miles per dollar. Now let's take a look at the next card, which is UOB Evo credit card. This card will give you a headline rate of 8%. But definitely won't give you 8% effective lah. Effective, we are talking about 6.67% of cashback here, because the qualifying criteria is that you need to hit a minimum spend of $600 per month, and the $600 can be split between contactless, mobile contactless. Let's be very clear, mobile contactless, not card contactless. You need to add into your Apple Pay, your Google Pay, or your Samsung Pay, then use your phone to pay. Your normal physical card cannot make it for the qualifying criteria. So you need to have mobile contactless pay and also online spending, because each of the cashback cap is at $20. So if you take $20 divide by 8%, your effective spending is only $250 to get $20 cashback. So you see, $250 on mobile contactless, $250 on online spending, you are still left with $100 of spending to hit the main spending, right? So you probably need to spend on other eligible categories, which means that you have to spend an average of $300 on online spending and $300 on mobile contactless combined. Then you can have $600 of eligible spending, right? So you see, your $40 of cashback over $600 of spending is an effective 6.67% cashback. And of course, the last credit card, which is UOB One, is my ex-best friend, because I've been using this card for the past 2 years until this year, where I stopped using a UOB One. The simplified criteria is you need to make a minimum spend of $500 for 3 consecutive qualifying months so that you can get the minimum tier of 3.33%. Now, 3.33% cashback is not a lot, but what it highlights is the 5% additional cashback on the ACB merchants, additional cashback ACB merchants like Shopee, like Grab, like your Dairy Farm International Group, that will include like your Cold Storage, your Giant, your Guardian, 7-Eleven, all these merchants will give 5% additional cashback, as well as your Simply Go public transportation rights. So you're getting an effective cashback of 8.33% on this ACB merchants. So all these 3 credit cards will be very good options for you to hit that $500 spending tier to meet your UOB One spend criteria. And I felt that all these cards are good. Their rewards, be it in miles or cashback, depending on your lifestyle, right? Which one for you to choose. But if you want a deeper dive on which UOB credit cards are more suitable for your lifestyle, then I'll refer you to watch my entire UOB credit cards review on this video right here.